Hey, we're checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy today. Alana, a lot going on in the weather world.
Definitely. So looking forward to hearing from Brian tonight, though, Sarah. And we are tracking those storms as we take that live view from Cache Valley up towards Logan. You see thunderstorms in the area. Special weather statement for Tremonton and Garland. Very gusty winds up to 55 miles per hour headed your way through 6 p.m. We're seeing storms as far south as the Four Corners. Notice that in Blanding. The winds are whipping and thunderstorms in the distance, putting down gusty winds, as well as some lightning and rain. 4-1 radar showing, we've got a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that just popped up. Take a look. This is just happening live as we're on the air as this line of storms tracks closer towards Delta and north of. Those could eventually cross I-15, so a heads up there. Let's get a little closer on some of these other storms. Nasty cell heading towards Smithfield. This is an area where we're getting 55-mile-per-hour winds and an abundance of lightning. Also, Park Valley heading into Snowville will stay active tonight. You've got the Basin, Ephraim, Manti, Richfield, Green River, and Monticello with a fresh lightning strike. So the eastern side of the state seeing that storm development. And as we jump over to the West Desert, this severe thunderstorm warning just going into effect. You notice those echoes of moisture in the West Desert. And look at what's happening in Nevada, because those storms could track our way. Let's get a little information on this. This is Millard County, and it's going to hold on until 6 p.m. So that thunderstorm warning just issued live as we're on the air, and I just wanted to get those details for you because it's going to pack a punch. With a severe thunderstorm warning, you have to have winds up to 58 miles per hour, so that storm likely exceeding that. Satellite radar shows the last few hours where we've watched as Nevada's activity drifted into the West Desert, which eventually will impact portions of the Wasatch Front and staying active on the eastern side of the state. This moisture sneaking under the ridge, a disturbance coming through, and with this heat, we really see all the ingredients we need for a decent storm. The chance of a storm holds on for the Wasatch Front as we drop from the 90s into the 80s by ABC4 News at 10, mid-70s with mostly cloudy skies, so that moisture stays present. Live view from St. George, triple digits. Yet again, third day in a row, heat warnings are in effect. We know that this heat's going to hold on as we head into the weekend. This is above average, and our heat warnings, heat advisory and excessive heat warnings will hold on at different times. So the heat advisory expires in orange midnight tonight, but the excessive heat warning for lower Washington County and over towards Lake Powell, that will be another day into the weekend. We kind of warned you that this heat would maybe accelerate runoff. Great video coming from Salt Creek, and that's what we've seen happening. We're seeing minor flooding in some areas, and over the next 5 days, our river flow forecast shows the Cottonwood Canyon creeks. Those are minor flooding, so not only running cold and fast, but running high. Also a flood watch over towards Oakley, and that's because this went into effect yesterday and holds on through tomorrow. It's because we've seen significant snow coming off of the mountains near Rockport Reservoir, and this area has seen minor flooding. There are residences near that upper Weber River area. Storm threat for tomorrow, Saturday, brings a general thunderstorm threat, but it's for a big part of Utah. So we're going to see a similar pattern. The positioning of the high allows for a southwest flow, so we're drawing moisture into the state. Monsoon setup there. You look at ABC4 News at 10 on the Futurecast. Bring some storms to Cache Valley, the Ogden Valley, and possibly even Salt Lake, while southwestern Wyoming and the Basin stay active. Brief break, but tomorrow, similar setup. Here we go again by the evening hours in the West Desert. Now, we have a general thunderstorm threat, so not as severe when it comes to these storms for tomorrow, but they'll be there by 10 p.m. The model puts one down right here in Salt Lake City, so it's going to be an eyes to the skies type of afternoon and evening for your Saturday. Heat holds on as well. We do get cloud cover heading into Sunday, and a weak disturbance could maybe drop daytime highs a little bit, but we still, over the next 5 days, stay above that average of 81 along the Wasatch Front. Above average heat expected in St. George, even with the temperatures cooling. We'll step away for the triple digits for a day. No joke, a day. 80s and 90s for tomorrow. 103 in St. George, 100 in Moab. Looking at the next 7, you can tell Monday is when we dip down, but then we're right back out at the ridge retrogrades and we re-strengthen, and there are those triple digits again. It's not the last of those heat advisories, I'll tell you that. So you look at the Wasatch Front, we get 90s, 88 on Monday. We keep the chance of storms, isolated T-storms tomorrow, slight chance through Monday. And then I'm going 96 again. I just tell you what, it's going to be that type of summer. We really launched right into it. And on top of that, we've added storms to the mix tonight.
Okay, lots going on. And look at Wesley Ruff. He came back from the heat. Look how tan he is.
I mean, he does look wonderful, but when does he not?
Yeah,
when does he not?
So they're probably going to have hydration breaks tomorrow night at the Utah Royals.